Hey folks, welcome to a new show we're doing with Cape Ann Animal Aid called the Pawcast, where we try to find some forever homes for some of our four-legged friends. Now inside our home studio right now is my wife Meredith. She's a real live veterinarian here in Gloucester. And we also have Jane Young. She's with Cape Ann Animal Aid. And today we are going to be showing off Nancy. Nancy is a 6-month-old terrier mix. She is spayed. We don't know if she's house trained, so we'll see how that turns out. Now she does have an issue with her left ear canal, so we'll try to get some more information on that for you. And then we also have Wobbles. Wobbles is a special need kitten with no back feet, so we'll get her story as well. So like I said, inside is Jane from Animal Aid. Also Nancy's foster mom, Christine, is with us, and Dr. Meredith. So let's start the show. All right, folks, how you doing? I'm Corey from Bridge Cape Ann, and this is a new show we've started here in our brand new home studio called the Pawcast. This is a collaboration we're doing with Cape Ann Animal Aid. They are going to be bringing adoptables over every now and then for us to show off, hear their stories, meet their foster parents, and hopefully find them some forever homes. So with me today, as always, my co-host and my wife, Dr. Meredith Lockwood. She's a veterinarian right here in Gloucester. Hi, Meredith.
Hello.
You've been waiting a long time for this.
I know, it's been years. A lot of work.
Yeah, now we are with Nancy today, and bringing Nancy over is Jane from Cape Ann Animal Aid, and Nancy's foster mom, current foster mom, Christine. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jane, we've been talking about this for a long time.
I know, we're so excited
Yeah,
to get this
is
going.
great. So we've worked a lot together in the past, which has been really cool. So we thought this might be a great way to get sort of intimate profiles on these pups and kittens, and then hopefully you watching at home locally know all about Cape Ann Animal Aid. For those, I guess, across the country, Jane, do you just want to sort of explain?
Sure. Yeah, so we're Cape Ann Animal Aid. We're in Gloucester, Massachusetts. We are a local, nonprofit, no-kill animal shelter. We rescue dogs and cats. We work with our local community, so we take in some local surrenders. We work very closely with animal control in a lot of our surrounding towns. And then we also do a lot of transport. So, for example, Nancy is one of our animals who came in through our transport program. So we do take in a lot of cats and dogs from a lot of southern states, places where there's high euthanasia rates, and bring them here where we have lots of people looking to adopt.
Yeah, so now Nancy is from Alabama, I believe,
Yes,
right? And had 5 siblings that were also at the shelter?
Yes, so she came up with a litter of siblings. They were all named after some of our wonderful volunteers that we have. Very rarely do we get to name the dogs when they come up. Usually they come up with names, but they did not. And so our staff named them after some of our volunteers.
I think I know some of the volunteers you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, Chris, you're currently watching Nancy, right?
Yes.
So what's that experience been like, and what made you a foster to begin with?
What made me a foster to begin with? This is my 3rd foster. My first foster, I took her out for an afternoon, and I had her for 7 weeks. And then she found a great home. Last year, I had an adult, and she had some issues, and she ended up finding a great home too after being with a trainer for a few months.
Yep.
So it's always very rewarding when they do find a great home, at least, just somebody who's going to love them and care for them.
Yeah.
And it's nice to help out the shelter when they need it.
Yeah. So how long have you had Nancy?
About 4 weeks on and off. When they first reached out to me, I had a trip planned, and I said, well, I can take her for like 5 days, but then I'm going to have to bring her back. And then when I came back, I'm like, do you want me to again? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then she had to go back in because we had something else planned another weekend. But I've had her for about 4 weeks now, and she's a great girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have other pets at home?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so Chris is actually a very great foster, and anyone at home who loves animals but maybe isn't ready to adopt, fostering is a great option for them. I think Chris can attest to that. She does a lot of traveling.
Yes.
So it's a great way to be able to have a dog at home, but when you need to bring them back, it's very low commitment. You can drop them back off. We're really flexible with that kind of stuff. So, and
Yeah,
it's nice
it
to
is
have-
great. They're great to foster for.
Yeah.
It's like no pressure. It's just if you need to bring them back in for any reason, they're just like drop her off.
And it's a good way to introduce the dogs to different situations.
Yes.
Different fosters. I've known her for 20 minutes, and she's sitting on my lap and cuddling with me, so she's obviously very friendly.
Yeah, and she's had the opportunity to experience lots of different stuff.
Yes,
go out, enjoy her summer instead of being at the shelter, especially when it's like a long stay dog.
Yeah.
Like Nancy.
So how would you describe Nancy's personality?
She's funny. She's very sweet, and she's sensitive, but she's a smart girl too. She's learning a lot with. She's coming along with her house training very well. I haven't had any accidents. I take her for walks out in public places up in Newburyport along the waterfront. She stops by, says hello to people. She plays with other dogs well. I actually met a woman. We walked dog and dog together, just talking for about a half hour up in Newburyport. She's been in stores shopping. She's very patient. I tried on a shirt. She's done a little outdoor dining where she's been on the patio.
Oh, like a dog-friendly
dinner.
cafe or something?
We do that. So I'm just trying to expose her to as much as possible to give, so she has a success with her home.
Right. So Jane, you mentioned before that she's had an extended stay at so what constitutes an extended stay at Animal
usually
Lake?
for us when they've been with us for usually 4 weeks or so, about a month, we'll kind of consider them an extended stay.
She'll make a great dog in somebody's home.
And I think Wobbles was on that blanket, so that's why she's sniffing it, the kitten. So she is very curious about the kitten.
But she'll definitely make a great dog for someone.
Yeah. So now, Jane, how many animals are you dealing with, monthly? Because I know there's a really large turnover number.
Yeah. So right now we don't have an overwhelming number of animals at the shelter. Our population fluctuates a lot, and it changes a lot month to month. We have seen dog adoptions slow down a lot in the last year, so that has definitely affected things. And we've seen a lot more of the
Doesn't like
Our
the plug?
sump pump.
all right, well,
Soapy.
If it went off right now, she might not like it.
And she has been in a couple different foster homes too. She spent maybe a week or so in another home. So he does have a dog, so has lived with other dogs.
Great.
And has adjusted very, very quickly to being in other homes too. So no, concerns.
That's
any
great.
of that.
Oh, sorry, honey.
So
I
if
just
people
tripped
want
her.
to learn more about Nancy, the other adoptables there, where do they go? How do they find that information?
Yeah, so capeandanimal.org. It's a little bit of a mouthful. All of our adoptable dogs and cats are on our website, so you can view them, and our adoption application is also on our website.
Yeah, so we actually have that as well. So that's capeandanimal.org. We have a graphic for you. /dog app. We're actually
Yep, that's
making an
for the
application.
specifically.
Yeah.
And then the cat app is for the cats.
Yeah. I can tell you why I love that we're doing the show together because we've done so many different things with Animal Aid over the years. We would always have festivals, citywide festivals, or we used to have Strawberry Festival and Fall Festival, and Animal Aid would bring over adoptables for these events, which were very family-friendly events. And every single time adoptables were there, they got adopted that next day, which which is really cool. So.
And if I missed this, I apologize, but we think she's going to get a little bigger.
Yeah. She's
Not too much.
6.5 months old now.
And she's about 40 pounds now or so.
Yeah,
so she
I
might
think
be
when they weighed her
maybe
last
between
week, she
50
was
and 60.
39.
Yeah, so maybe between 50 and 60 pounds. She is a little
a
mouthy.
solid girl.
This is very normal behavior for a puppy. She does have all of her adult teeth, so she's done teething, but they still can be a little mouthy, and I should be discouraging it, but I'm not because she's so cute. But it's not, she's not biting, she's not causing harm, she's just using her mouth in play, and they just need to learn not to do that so much. But she's awesome.
Yeah, she's beautiful. So she's a terrier mix, right? Something we
your
think.
guess
Something.
is as good as ours.
Yeah. And so, Mary, do you know any of the traits of terriers, or family friendly, kid friendly?
Oh yeah. There's a wide range of terriers. There's a wide variety within that breed, but there's a leaf here. But yeah, very friendly. I mean, I find them to be very friendly dogs. I think she's probably an Amstaff, American Staffordshire Terrier. She's got that head shape and that body shape. She really wants this leaf, so I'm going to give it to her. There you go, sweetie. It's non-poisonous. And Yeah, very friendly, good family dogs.
She just wants to hang out.
Yeah.
Not crazy high energy, like kind of in the middle on, not needing constant walks and constant exercise, kind of in the middle on that, which is nice.
So, and Jane, we know that she came up with 5 siblings, right? Were they all at Animal Aid?
They all came to us. They've all been adopted.
Oh, great.
She's the last one.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to find her a home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yes.
do. We
Yeah.
would love to see her getting a home.
You like that leaf? Do you want the alligator?
Yeah, this is where we're going to get in trouble, Mary.
I
We do
know.
these shows, and it's
I
like,
know.
well,
Really
She's
gonna
really
just walk
cute.
more.
She's very cute. No, she'll find a home in no time.
yeah,
Hi,
she's
sweetie.
awesome.
You don't need toys. Just get the
Yeah,
bag
I
of leaves.
That's great. All right, anything else about Nancy other than, once again, you can go to capeandemily.org, and the quicker route is /dog app. But it's really easy website to peruse and navigate, and you can find all the information on Nancy and all the other available adoptables there too. And if you're local, if you know where they are, they're at 4 Paws Lane. That's where Beechbrook Cemetery is over in West Gloucester, and you can always look for their visiting hours there as well, and you can even bring your own pet from home to come over to see if they interact. Or
Yeah, so usually we do that once you're approved, once you have an approved adoption. So you'd fill out the online application. Our adoption counselors will go through your application, approve it, and then reach out to schedule a time to come in. And at that point, they would let you know whether, you're welcome to do a visit with them first, and then bring your dog up to do a visit with her once you're sure that she's the one you want. Or you're welcome to just come in during our open hours, see who's available, submit your application while you're there. People kind of go about it different ways, but definitely if you see someone that you're absolutely in love with, submit that application, because we do operate on a first come first served basis.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Perfect. Well, it was nice meeting you, Nancy.
Yeah, you're a good
You
girl.
get a home soon. And
girl.
Chris, thanks so much for
Oh,
what you
thank
do.
you.
Like fostering isn't easy, and it's always cool meeting. Emily has so many volunteers and people willing to help out in any way, and it must be hard when
it
it's
is.
time for them to find their forever home.
It is, but the comfort is in knowing that they're going someplace where they're going to be loved and they're going to have a great home.
Some on her mouth.
Yeah.
But I do cry every time they leave.
Yeah, right, we totally get it. So, well, thanks for being here. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
what you do. So, okay,
Thank
so
you.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep running live, but we're gonna say goodbye to Nancy and bring in Wobbles, the
Bye,
kitten.
Nancy. You're a good
shortly.
girl.
So just bear
such
with
a
us while
sweetie.
we set that up.
Grab all that.
Hey folks, welcome to a new show we're doing with Cape Ann Animal Aid called The Pawcast, where we try to find some forever homes for some of our 4-legged friends. Now inside our home studio right now is my wife Meredith. She's a real live veterinarian here in Gloucester. And we also have Jane Young. She's with Cape Ann Animal Aid. And today we are going to be showing off Nancy. Nancy is a 6-month-old terrier mix. She is spayed. We don't know if she's house trained, so we'll see how that turns out. Now she does have an issue with her left ear canal, so we'll try to get some more information on that for you. And then we also have Wobbles. Wobbles is a special need kitten with no back feet, so we'll get her story as well. So like I said,
So I'll get
inside is
Wobbles.
Jane from Animal Aid. Also Nancy's foster mom Christine is with us, and Dr. Meredith. So let's start the show.
Oh, there. We are ready, so do you want me to just take her?
Hey
take the
folks,
whole
welcome
kennel?
to a new show we're doing with Cape Ann
Okay,
Animal Aid
okay.
called The Pawcast, where we try to
Thank you, it was
find
nice
some
to meet
forever
you.
homes for some of our
She's
4-legged
awesome. And I
friends.
think your
Now
car's
inside
fitted
our
back
home
out
studio
here.
right now is my wife Meredith. She's a
Yes.
real live
Okay.
veterinarian here
Yeah,
in
have a good
Gloucester.
day.
And we also have Jane Young. She's with Cape Ann Animal Aid. And today we are going to be showing off Nancy. Was it a little?
Yeah, good, good.
There it is. All right. And here is Wobbles. Yeah, and Joe, you may have to move around to get some cool shots. We have an awesome. Hey folks, welcome to a new show we're doing with Cape Ann Animal Aid
Super Joe
called The
Wilson. Remember Super Joe
Pawcast, where
had
we try
his,
to find some
his
forever
dogs
homes
in, a
for
few
some
weeks
of our
ago to do a
4-legged
test show.
friends. Now
He came
inside
to
our
the
home
house,
studio
so.
right now is my wife Meredith. She's a real live
Like I said, if
veterinarian
you need more
here in
information on Animal Aid,
Gloucester.
it's
And we also have Jane
capeanimalaid.org.
Young. She's with
We plan
Cape
on
Ann
doing
Animal
shows
Aid.
regularly.
And today we are going to be
Alright.
showing off Nancy. Nancy
That
is a
long loop?
6-month-old terrier mix. She is spayed.
That's fine.
We don't know if she's house trained, so we'll see how that turns out. Now she does have an issue with her left ear canal, so we'll try to get some more information on that for you. And then we also have Wobbles.
She
Wobbles
can't
is a
go
special
anywhere,
need
really.
kitten
And then
with no back feet, so we'll get her story as well. So like I said, inside is Jane from
wanna
Animal
share?
Aid. Also Nancy's foster
sure?
mom Christine is with us, and Dr. Meredith. So let's start the show. See if you can sit on this. I don't think you'll be in the shot, right? She's not going to be mic'd.
Got it.
Hey folks, welcome to a new show we're doing with Cape Ann Animal Aid called the Pawcast, where we try to find some forever homes for some of our four-legged friends. Now inside our home studio right now is my wife Meredith. She's a real live veterinarian. All right folks, we are back now with Wobbles. Nancy has left the building. So Wobbles is a special needs kitten, right? So what's the thumbnail information on her, Jane?
So Wobbles is a very special kitten. She was born to a local litter, so it was a local family. Their cat got pregnant, had a litter of kittens, and she, I don't know if she was the runt of the litter or not, but she was one of five. And a few days after she was born, her back legs ballooned up, so they got huge. And then a couple days after that, they totally shriveled up, and then eventually completely fell off. So she had no back feet. It did heal over, and she was actually the first kitten to get out of the nesting box. So she was the first kitten to kind of start walking around, if you can believe that, despite everything that she had going on.
Yeah.
So the family reached out to us as part of our Spay Mama program, where we help families in our community. If their cat or dog gets pregnant, they can reach out to us. We will help them with medical care for the kittens, and we will take them in as part of our adoption program. So we take care of the kittens, we'll spay, neuter them, give them all their vaccines. Then we will actually spay their cat or dog, so the mom, for them, and give their pet back to them. So we find homes for all the babies and provide all of the medical care that they need, and that's all at no cost to the family. So that's just us trying to do our part to make sure that animals on Cape Ann are spayed and neutered, and that they can continue to have more litters.
That's fantastic.
So Mary Jane, have you come across this condition before, or this occurrence?
No. And she's obviously had very recent surgery because she still has
Yes.
stitches on the one side, and her fur has been shaved for the
Yes.
surgery. We were talking before the program about what exactly happened, and I don't have any hypotheses. It's very odd.
No idea. So we have,
Yeah.
our Dr. Beckett is our in-house vet.
Yeah, he's great.
Amazing. He's wonderful. He does great work, but he was stumped. So he was referring or talking with Mass Referral Vet, brought her there. They took a look at her. They couldn't figure out what was going on. So it's truly a mystery. In her back feet, the bone was starting to actually poke through because she is so mobile and getting around.
Right.
We try to keep her as cushioned as possible, but even with all that stuff, she continued to kind of have that issue. So we ended up doing an additional surgery to take off more of her leg.
Okay.
And from what I understand, it's very similar to when they do like human prosthetics, and I don't know, this might be familiar for you.
Yeah.
The surgery, I couldn't really speak very much to it, but
He cut the bone back and
So Chris, just because we're saying you're not on microphone, do you want to explain this? They can just clip
I have my
something on
notes.
you. Oh, you do?
from Alex, if you want me
they
to
just
read
wrapped
them.
it in the muscle.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So they wrap. So
muscle
can we
around
just? So they wrap that around the muscle.
Yes.
Okay.
And it
Cut
looks
back
like
the skin bone, preserving the soft tissue to create a cushion, then did some skin reconstruction to help it heal up with the area. And then, so they did that about a month ago, I think, and then had to do the other leg last week.
Just last week.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks wonderful. It's healing nicely, but it is above her knee. It
Right.
looks like. Oh no, actually. Oh, I'm sorry.
He did it so that in the
It's
future,
below.
if she was to get prosthetics, that would still be an option.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that's something that, a lot of people ask about, if we could do prosthetics for her. I think the biggest issue is that she's a cat. She has to be able to get in and out of a litter box. So
Right.
having like wheels could be an issue.
Could be
She's,
problematic.
dragging through litter and trying to do her business. So.
It's not really slowing her down though. She wants to move
No,
around. We're just trying to keep
absolutely.
her on here because she needs the padding right now. But yeah, the issue in the future just could be this skin here is not meant for contact with the ground or a hard surface. So
Right.
will she
Right.
get pressure sores or have abrasions there down the line? But that's where prosthetics or maybe some type of wheelchair would be helpful.
Right.
Just having to take it off for her to go into a litter box. But she's very sweet. She started licking my finger right away.
And Jen, I don't know if I missed it or not, but how long have you had her? Do you know how old she is?
She came in, we think around March, I want to say. So she's around 6
6
months
months?
old
Okay.
as well. So I do think that she will be available for adoption pretty soon. She's obviously going to need to go to someone who's very comfortable working with their vet, someone who is, going to be committed to figuring out what the best, most comfortable solution is going to be for her. She's not an easy case, but again, we don't know what it is, so we kind of have to at some point say this is where we're at, and whoever is willing to take on that mystery and that challenge.
Yeah.
You know,
And there always is somebody.
there always is
eventually,
someone. There's
right?
someone. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I could see her doing well with a cart rather than prosthetics would probably be an option as well, but
Right.
I think she would do well with a little wheelchair. Just again having to
I think she'd look real
take her
cool
out of
with
it.
that, too.
Yeah. I mean, she wants to move. She's got no
Definitely. Yeah, I mean,
qualms
she's
about it.
She's all over. She's got a little enclosure at the shelter. She's all over that thing
Yeah.
all day long. She loves the kids come in and out of that room. She's great with them. She has done well with dogs that have come into the room.
Hi, baby.
Do we know what kind of cat she is?
I don't know. I want to say all of the kittens kind of had all different markings and stuff. So I don't know
Yeah.
that she's just
Kind
a
of
long
just
hair.
medium hair, probably. Yeah. Medium to long.
And any other quirks, Jane, or
Just a lot of
dietary
fun.
concerns, or
I
she's
don't,
just
I don't think so. No, nothing else like medically. She's very, very playful.
Can I lift you
Just a typical kitten. She's just a mystery.
Can I
well, and I
pick
like
her
the
up?
carrying case too. It's like the Pope mobile. You got the bubble.
Yes, and Christina has said that she is not the biggest fan of confined spaces.
Oh,
So
okay.
she, traveled in the backpack. She liked looking out the windshield and seeing the cars in the highway and the water and everything going by. But doesn't love to be confined, which of course is an added challenge with all that she's got going on.
Right.
Of
Because she
course,
needs
it's
to
the
heal.
excitable ones.
Yeah.
Wow. She's awesome.
So it's really great.
So I actually couldn't find Wobbles on the website last
So
night.
she's not medically cleared yet.
Okay.
They're working to get her cleared. Hopefully, I think Alex just got to look at today just told me that she's pretty close to them. Again, at some point, you just got to say, we don't know what's going on, and whoever is willing to take it on.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's not available yet, but very soon. So definitely, if you're interested in her, keep an eye out.
Yeah. Well,
And
she's
we'll
such a
we'll be
cutie.
posting her. And I'm sure we will be posting about her if she doesn't get scooped up right away. A lot of times, people are waiting for her to come on, and once they see her, they submit that application and she's gone. But if she is someone that sits, we'll definitely make a big, let people know.
Yeah. Now, how does this work, Jen? Are there specific visiting hours where people can go and learn about Wobbles?
So we are open from Wednesday through Sunday from 12 to 5, and then on Thursdays we're open 12 to 6. We're closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Wobbles is not upstairs in our adoption area right now. She's downstairs in our education room so that she can recover and have lots of padding and room, and she's right next to the vet room down there. But I would think once she's available for adoption, they might try to put her up in the adoption space,
Okay.
so that people can see her. And essentially how it works with cats, you would submit your application. You can come upstairs and see the animals that are living up there. We just reserve taking them out of their cages and visiting with them for people who are approved. So you've submitted your application and you've been approved.
Yeah.
But you're welcome to come through and visit and kind of see the animals. And usually there's cats out in the room kind of walking around that you can say hi to.
Yeah, and if you haven't
and
been,
visit
folks,
with.
it's an awesome facility.
Yeah.
These animals have plenty of room to roam. Lots of love and volunteers over there, and a great
Absolutely.
staff. Like they get all the care and attention they need. And what's really cool too, it's like you get the Cape and Animal Aid's newsletter, and it's just it's a lot of adoptables coming through.
Yes,
So they're getting treated correctly, and they're getting they're finding the perfect homes for them. And we always have what I think we would love to do too, especially with Nancy and Wobbles, is once they are adopted and once they do have those homes, it's sort of, I know you love to follow up
Oh
with
my
those
gosh,
adopting
yes.
families,
we love getting updates on the animals.
She's very playful. I like it.
And people, you can send them Facebook, email, whatever. We would just love seeing them all grown up.
Yeah.
They're so little when they leave a lot of the times, and they grow up into these big, beautiful adults.
Yeah. So if anybody is out there is interested in learning more about Wobbles or Nancy or any of the other adoptables at Cape and Animal Aid, like we said, capeandanimalade.org. Now we know that Nancy had /dog app.
Yep.
Would it be any different for the cat?
/cat app.
There you go.
Yep.
Easy
Nice
enough.
and easy to remember. It's
Awesome.
all linked on our website, but that's a super quick way to get there.
Yeah.
And /cats/dogs will take you to view all of the available animals. So the
Okay.
/app, dog app, cat app is for our application itself, but if you just want to browse who's here.
So before we wrap things up, we also want to talk about a great
Yes, a great
drive
matching
going on right now too. Yeah,
Yes.
what is this all about?
So we are teaming up with Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Oh, settle down, Meredith.
Yeah.
Vodka and adoptables.
Wait, so do we have to buy Tito's to
Yeah.
support
You should. You absolutely should.
I can do
Not
that.
a requirement
Yeah,
for the
the
match.
whole
but
staff
we
perked up when
definitely, yeah. Anyone who does choose to imbibe, we highly encourage drinking Tito's.
All right. I'm
They're
on board.
wonderful. We've worked with them a lot in the past, and they have what's called the Block to Block program. So that's a grant where they typically have worked with community gardens and building out gardens, but they recently expanded to work with animal shelters, and we've worked with them a lot in the past. And so what they are doing is they actually came out and they worked on our trails last week, and they planted some gardens this past Wednesday. And did a great job. But then the third project that they're helping us with is our back fence area in our play yards. So our back fencing in our play yards currently is just deer fencing. And the dogs have learned how to dig under the deer fencing, and that's created a lot of issues, as
Oh,
you
no
can
kidding.
imagine.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yep. So we've kind of done some patching as best as we can, and it's a little rough looking back there. So the match is to help us to actually sink the deer fencing into some concrete. We're going to dig down like 2 good feet
Wow.
down into the dirt, dig a trench, put some concrete in there so that the dogs can't dig under it, fix the fence into the concrete. And then we're also going to be putting up some privacy panels so that we have a yard for dogs that are reactive to other dogs.
That's awesome.
So that they have a kind of nice quiet space to hang out. So we are looking to raise $10,000 for that, and then Tito's will match the other $10,000 to get that work done.
Great.
That is linked on our homepage. If you just scroll just a little bit, there's a link to that. It's a bit.ly link, bit.ly /
Yeah, but there's a button on the
Tito's
website, though?
CAA, right
Yeah.
on the homepage. There's a link to it.
Very cool.
So anything helps with that. So
Yes,
if you donate
yes.
$5, you're really donating $10, and all of that definitely adds up. So, and we have until August 31st. to raise
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That should be a layup.
Yeah, right? Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So now, Jane, in the meantime, the rest of, say, like your day or preparing to bring the animals to other events, like how's that go? Because you get a lot of requests, I'm
We
sure.
do. We have a lot of people looking for us to come out. We do have a button on our website as well for people if they're interested in having us come out, that they can make a request for an upcoming event. We want to be out in the community as much as possible. We are constantly going to nursing homes. We go to the ARC houses a lot. We go to the hospitals to visit. We were in the parade. We did a float in the parade. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, or you can reach out to our outreach coordinator, Nadia. She's at volunteer@capeandanimalade.org with requests. We'd love to get out and see
That's
you guys.
awesome. We love
It's
it.
very playful.
Yeah. Well, geez, thanks so much for visiting today,
Thanks
Jane. We
so
really
much for
appreciate it. And
having us.
Christina is on staff
thank
too at
you
Emily. Thanks
for
for being
bringing
here.
her.
We have to thank Chris for bringing Nancy, and honestly, another big shout out, not only to the volunteers and staff at Animal Aid, but those foster parents as well. They're doing great work. And it's great to follow these adoptables' journeys from their rescue for the most part, right? Right through the shelter system, getting them in forever homes too. So again, Jane Young, thank you so much. I can't wait. You let us know when you want to do this again, because we're ready
anytime,
whenever.
anytime.
You know?
We have no shortage of animals. looking
Yes.
for us.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so folks, that wraps up the podcast. We will let you know when the next episode is going to air. Make sure you share this. You can subscribe to our Hey
show
folks,
as well,
welcome
which
to a
is
new
Cape
show
Ann.
we're
Or you
doing
can
with
look
Cape
up
and
the
Animal Aid
podcast on
called The
YouTube as well.
Pawcast, where we try to find
until
some
next
forever home. For Meredith, I'm Corey, and thanks to the staff here too, Super Joe and Andrew and Matt. And everyone at Cape and Animal Aid, and for all of you for supporting Cape and Animal Aid
out again.
for all those years as well. So we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Hey folks, welcome to a new show we're doing with Cape Ann Animal Aid called the Pawcast, where we try to find some forever homes for some of our four-legged friends. Now inside our home studio right now is my wife Meredith. She's a real live veterinarian here in Gloucester. And we also have Jane Young. She's with Cape Ann Animal Aid. And today we are going to be showing off Nancy. Nancy is a 6-month-old terrier mix. She is spayed. We don't know if she's house trained, so we'll see how that turns out. Now, she does have an issue with her left ear canal, so we'll try to get some more information on that for you. And then we also have Wobbles. Wobbles is a special needs kitten with no back feet, so we'll get her story as well. So like I said, inside is Jane from Animal Aid. Also, Nancy's foster mom, Christine, is with us, and Dr. Meredith. So let's start the show.
Yeah. I was trying to move her, but she didn't want it. She didn't like that. She's a little spicy.
Hey folks, welcome to a new
it, though.
show we're doing with
She's
Cape
earned
Ann Animal Aid called the Pawcast, where we try to find some forever homes for some of our four-legged friends.